Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Sunday, January 19th, 2020. It's 6:57 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. Well, Bitcoin was pumping. It got over 9K and then it got a smackdown. And I think what did it was this 200 moving average on the daily. So it was an aggressive push to get over the 200 moving average and make that support as we did back here briefly in October. So there was a push, we did not quite get over, we were rejected on the daily, and I think that is all it really takes to have a dump like we saw. Of course, it could be exchanges wiping out longs, it could be whale play, it could be a lot of things. But in this instance, it might not quite be a conspiracy theory. We pushed the 200 moving average very aggressively on the daily, and we got rejected, and well, a dump followed. That is not uncommon. Let's look at tether into Bitcoin. That's 3.18 billion on tether into Bitcoin last 24 hours. That is amazing. That's rocking. I think that's more than yesterday. Tether into Ethereum, 1.67 billion. That is rocking too. So we still have massive tether into Bitcoin and Ethereum. Market cap for Bitcoin is 156 billion. The real volume last 24 hours across the top 10 exchanges is 1.1 billion. That is amazing. That's rocking. So this is Sunday and we still have amazing tether into Bitcoin and amazing volume going on. So Bitcoin ain't dead yet, that's for sure, even with a little dump on the way. The weekly MACD has not turned positive. We have a green candle this week. We'll see if it closes green. I imagine it will. Let's hope the next one starts with the body above this week's green candle. Once again, daily, I think we had a real push to get over that 200 moving average on the daily. We broke above 9,000. That's a psychological level. I think it was all systems go. A lot of people excited. Definitely tether rocking into Bitcoin. We had a lot of volume going on, and it just simply got rejected. I mean, that daily 200 is a big deal. We didn't make it this time. Maybe next. The daily MACD, the tangent has turned negative. We'll see. That could clear up today, but definitely the MACD is still positive, but the tangent has turned negative. So MACD is moving towards the signal. Histogram is closing towards the signal on the daily. So we shall see if this is a reversal of the recent uptrend or not as the day and next week progresses. Definitely though, 200 moving average smackdown. Whatever caused it, well, whatever caused it, but that's definitely what we can see in the chart. That is the aftermath. 4-hour chart. We're still above the 200 moving average, but we did wick way below the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart, and the directional index has turned negative for the moment. I imagine this will clear up. So it does look like Bitcoin is recovering, sorta. We were on a bit of a downtrend if you look. This is a 45-minute chart. I know it's a very short time frame, but we were on a downwards trend if you look. Then we had this pump, which is wonderful, started going sideways. We started thinking, are we going to hold it? Are we going to hold it? Well, let's look at the directional index. It was pretty darn weak, and it's been weak. So this pump really maybe was destined to dump anyway. I mean, if we look here, we have a perfect Bart-Simpson pattern with this pump and dump. Almost perfect. That's almost totally sideways. So on a short time frame, this was just a Bart-Simpson pattern with, well, more of a dump than usual. Usually your Bart-Simpsons, you come right back where you started, but in this case we dumped. And that doesn't kind of surprise me because we had a downwards channel and a weak directional index. And volume, if we do look here, over time had been, trending down until that pump. So there you go. Now our directional index is definitely negative on the 45-minute chart. It's a short time frame, but we'll see how this clears up today. We're under the 200 moving average. That's the white moving average here. And if you notice this blue moving average, that's the 314 moving average. And we did actually wick down to that and bounce. So we broke below the 200 moving average, but we bounced off the 314. That is not uncommon. That shows to me that, well, I mean, this is all pretty organic. Push that 200 moving average really hard, get rejected, you get a big smackdown after that. Go through the 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart, but bounce off the 314, and now we're finding a new sideways at around 8,600. And I have to tell you, I'm not really bothered by this. I like to see it because we had a really aggressive push recently. And if you look at the percent gain, I mean, that's 13% over the course of a very short time. I mean, and you got to cool off a bit if we want to have an organic uptrend. So we're not far from the 200 moving average right now in this short time frame of the 45-minute candle. If we can get back up to around 8,700 and get above that on a 45-minute today and continue riding up, I think this will be a beautiful correction, and it will not surprise me if next week or so we challenge this 200 moving average again. So ultimately, this is not bad. 45-minute chart, we're above the 200 moving average, we wick below it. I can't complain about this. I know it kind of sucks. No one likes to see this. Everybody wants to see Bitcoin pump forever. But this correction might be just perfect to see a beautiful organic uptrend today and as next week progresses. As always, I'm a member of Blockchain Education. Click the affiliate link in the description below, get an amazing discount, and come join the winning team. Make some money this year with us. Obstacles can't stop you, weather can't stop you, heartbreak can't stop you, failure can't stop you, only you can stop you. This can't even stop you. Bitcoin's about more than a daily price action. I am glad you're here, and I will see you again tomorrow.